Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to some Warhammer 40k Gladius. For those of you joining me for the first time ever, my name is Sabouts, and for those of you returning to the channel for another series, I'd like to welcome you back. Now, I've already played Warhammer 40k Gladius on the channel once before, did an impossible difficulty playthrough, playing as the Astra Militarum against Orcs and Necrons, and that was when the game first released. But now we're returning to Gladius, because they have dropped the new Reinforcement DLC, which adds some new characters to the game, as well as there's been a lot of bug fixes and improvements and such. So worth coming back and checking out. Jump right in and start a new game. The Astra Militarum is what I did play last time. I think this time I'm going to go ahead and play as the Space Marines, since I have not tried them before. We are going to be sticking with the impossible difficulty. We're going to add some AI here. And the first AI is going to be Astra Militarum, and that's going to be our ally. War Master I'm fine with, unyielding, whatever. Okay, then we're going to have, it's going to be Space Marines, Astra Militarum, and we're going to be fighting some Orcs again. And some Necrons. And we'll actually do what I did last time, and we'll add, this time, a second Necron instead of a second Orc. So it'll be Orcs and 2 Necrons. And these guys here, we're gonna be on the same team. So let's set that up real quick. Team A. And my dog's barking. Don't mind that. And then we're gonna go Team B, and then these guys will be Team C, like that. So yes, the impossible difficulty. Last time I did do a small size for the map, and it was really crowded, but it was a lot of fun. So I want to do the same exact thing. For landmass, we'll go ahead and stick with, we'll actually jump to high for landmass, get rid of a lot of that water, so it'll kind of off-balance some of this. And very fast for the game pace, because we want to be able to pump through the research pretty quickly so we can catch some of the new units and check them out. Lord of Skulls, I don't have Reinforcement Pack though, is here. Make sure that's turned on. Simultaneous turns. Turn timer I'm not worried about. Wildlife density, I'm going to crank that up to very high for fun. Artifact density, the rest of this stuff we'll just keep it medium. I just want to get that there. And we'll change the world seed to something we haven't done yet. So we'll do 666, 666 and see what happens. Alright, and we'll start. So yeah, this will be really interesting. We can check out some of the new units. I know that the Space Marines have a Land Raider, but there's a couple of other new units as well worth checking out. I think the 2 Necrons versus the Orc will be pretty unique.
Gladius Prime was a bastion of humanity, newly colonized. A suitable base for our chapter to rebuild and recruit. We Space Marines raised our fortress here. Grew strong again. But the Orc invasion brought a warp storm that cut off our Emperor's light. And the dread Necrons crawled from the earth beneath our feet. War was on all sides, yet we are the Emperor's chosen. We do not dread the dark, or quail at the relics of old. Terror is for those who oppose us. We know no fear.
Love it. All right. Yeah, Space Marines are definitely probably, I really enjoyed playing the Astra Militarum, but the Space Marines are an enjoyable faction for sure. Oh, wow, interesting. So the Astra Militarum starting directly across from us. Almost definitely Orcs right here between us, and then Necrons on the other side, I would say. You can see the map is not too big. Right there's the border. I really like playing on the smaller map because it's just a way more aggressive playthrough. Very hard to kind of play on the small map, but it's just 10 times more enjoyable. So nice thing about the Space Marines is that they just go ahead and deploy a city when they find a suitable location. I'm going to go ahead and head south down this way and see if I can find a location that's down here that'll be away from... I'm hoping be away from the enemy a little bit more. And maybe even nestled away in an area that's going to be defendable. This is already looking pretty promising down here. I'm definitely thinking down here is going to be a good spot for it. It's always tough. You definitely want to try and get a defensive location down. Your fortress monastery or whatever it ends up being. Usually want to have it down within 2 turns on impossible difficulty. Really, you should have it down on the first turn, but I find in this game it doesn't matter as much as it does in like games like Civilization. Oh, these guys I think are new. Neophyte hybrids, nice. So yes, there was some new independent factions added. Yeah, so this is looking like a fairly promising location. Let's see what we can actually find for resources. We're going to be looking for something that has a good amount of energy. Space Marines don't use ore. We need energy and we need requisition, which this whole area is pretty good for that. I'm thinking the other side of this, like something like that. Or that would be better. More requisition here. We'll have to get those cities torn down. There's 20% there. This is a pretty good spot, actually. So let's go ahead and drop it here. That also gives us 3 locations to build on our primary city right out in the beginning. So you can't beat that. We'll go ahead and acquire a tile. We'll start off by taking... Well, let's see. Do I want to save? Let's see. 30 requisition. It takes... actually, acquiring a tile is fairly cheap. We're going to need one with requisition. This is definitely the best tile here. Alright. For research, we'll go ahead and pick up the... Increases the accuracy of tactical space marines. The orbital scan's really nice. We don't need the armory just yet. Generates influence and increases loyalty. That's going to be pretty useful, you know. But we're not going to be able to build it for a while, so... Because we're going to be low on requisitions, right? So we'll go ahead and actually get some type of upgrade that's like that. Let's see how these guys do against the neophytes there. Oh, there's more of them. We got to be careful because ooh, here we go. So, as chapter master, the arrival of an enormous orc horde on your chapter's homeworld was calamitous. But no one ever said the Adeptus Astartes shirked a challenge, yet after months of fighting, the battle remained locked in a stalemate. You instructed the civilian planetary governor that Astra Militarum support was required. Clearing the Green Menace was a priority, whatever the blow to the chapter's pride. So here's our Astra Militarum help here. Barely had the guardsmen landed when a system-wide warp storm began, devastating the planet. One of your majestic fleet, a single battle barge in low orbit, was the sole survivor. When the surface storms calmed, your surviving marines emerged into a ruined world. You are trapped on the planet's surface, cut off from the Imperium, and surrounded by xenospecies to boot. But you are the Emperor's own sons, the Space Marines, and you will not die easily or in vain. Your chapter planned for every eventuality, so your fortress holds enough food and resources to survive decades of battle and siege. But more complex devices, ammunition, and war gear require the acquisition of rare resources. To stand a chance of defeating the Xeno menace, we need to secure the location of these key materials so that servitors and serfs continuously extract them. Deploy Fortress of Redemptions next to a special resource feature and secure the perimeter, which we'll have to do. Fortress of Redemptions are here. Space Marines are a little bit different in that regard. They drop Fortress of Redemptions, and that's how they acquire resources across the map. So I guess we'll go ahead and branch out so we can start finding a location to drop a Fortress of Redemption. It's not a bad idea. And we're working to acquire a tile, but we do have enough resources that we'll be able to build. And we can build, see, generates requisition, which isn't bad. We're going to want to generate power, but... I'm going to want to get this. It's 50. Generates requisition. I'm going to want to put it on the plus 20% one, obviously. We got to get one of these. Yeah, influence. What's that cost? 30, so we'll wait one turn, we'll drop it here. That's what we'll do. No, hopefully our ally here doesn't get run over by... That would really suck if he got ran over by those guys. Okay, we could drop a Fortress of Redemption. I am going to go ahead and build this here so we can start getting more requisition. We're going to need it. Okay. And more units are going to eat that up as well. We're looking for things we want to claim. I see one right here. And there's one right there too. That would be really good. I get a lot of requisition from that. We'll probably take this guy, claim whatever that is, and move up. I think that's going to be our best bet. Where do we want to drop our first Fortress of Redemption? They make great turrets too. Probably drop it right here. Be a nice defense. Ah, see, that was perfect. Couldn't have been better. So we'll be able to do that next turn. Nice. Yeah, he's getting swarmed by the neutrals. Guys are level 2 already. Alright, so chapter Doctrine we got. The tactical doctrine. Let's see, deploy Fortress of special resource feature and secure the perimeter. We got a Necron tomb there. I guess I could send these guys over to the ore. Probably makes the most sense. Alright, Reclusium. Gives us heroes, increases loyalty. Let's go for the frag grenades. We're not ready. We haven't even built the Apothecarium yet to make more troops, so we're not ready to build anything else. There's no point in researching a lot of that stuff till you're ready to build it. We will probably want to get heroes sooner rather than later. Nice. That's going to help us some. Perfect. Alright, Primarch's Rest has grown to more population. Requisition's doing pretty good. We'll start sending these guys up. Alright, some units. I'm sure that there's got to be an enemy between us here. I would say it makes the most sense. We've almost got the extra requisitions there, which will help us. I say we're going to be saving up for all that. We need 50 for the Apothecarium. We've got to get more troops for sure. These guys are doing great clearing stuff out. But they're definitely dealing with the worst of it. Alright. Ah, perfect. Some unexplored ruins. Hopefully we'll get a good item. Alright, what else do we need? I'm one more turn away, so I'll probably hold off. We'll skip the city one turn, and we'll wait for that. Alright, we can get Assault Marines, increases population limit, we get the crack grenades. We're not going to need the crack grenades for a while. I guess we'll go ahead. Do we want heroes, or do we want to start working towards vehicles? Let's work towards getting our hero units. It's always a tough gamble in the beginning to know which direction to go. We'll definitely see what we got here. A blind grenade, it could have been better, but we'll use it. Alright, perfect. So we'll put that right on our capital. We could acquire another tile. And that makes the most sense. Oh, I see we lost that. 5 more turns, we can get another one. We'll drop it right next to us so we can get our quest. And we can keep it protected, so it won't flip-flop back and forth like it did there. Gotta be Necrons right here. Oh no, it's those guys. Oh, nice. Ooh, boy. Castellan robot and everything. Our AI friend here is going to be in some trouble. You better pull these units back. I don't think he needs. I don't think he should be messing with all that. He's gonna be in trouble. Deploy tactical doctrine. Increase accuracy of space marines. We're not worried about that just yet. Could acquire another tile. We're not gonna do that. Okay, what's it take to get that? 50. So 2 more turns. Another generator we don't need just yet. Take another one of these here. 3 more turns for another Fortress of Redemption. We got nothing from that, huh? Just extra science. Alright, we could go for the chaplain. It's not a bad idea. The dormitories is a good idea too. Or we go for the armory. Let's go for the dormitories. We've almost already maxed that out, believe it or not, our population. Ah, there's the Necrons. One of them. Oh, we ran into them. Yikes. That's not good. We're holding this, but we probably should fall back. It's not going to be worth holding. We'll fall back towards the Fortress of Redemption. I'm not even going to waste my time deploying the tactical doctrine. We should be okay in the woods. We've got 3 more turns till we got the Apothecarian. Then we're acquiring a tile, constructing our refectory. We're going to save up points then. For now. Because we're going to need them to build more units. Okay, good. So at least these guys are holding it back. No, don't attack them. Let them do their things with the Necrons. Oh, crap. I'm really going to need the Astra Militarum to help me out here. Both these guys could actually heal. So we'll let them do that. 1 more turn. I'm going to drop the other one right over here. It gives us a nice little protection here. I can actually fill this whole area with Fortress of Redemptions and make it really hard for the enemy. They're going to take that from us, but that's alright. Oh, well, at least we're on that defensive area, so we're going to get a defense bonus, which worked out well, as you can see. Alright, the dormitories are done. I'm gonna have to start figuring out what I want to go for next. I'm gonna drop a Fortress of Redemption right here. Well, actually, right there would be yeah. Right there where they are would be perfect. I was hoping I'd get them. Perfect. So that'll secure that. That gives us 25 more requisition and some influence, which we need. Oh no, generate 20 requisition per turn. Currently 16 to get 25 influence. Okay. Final foundation. Yeah, that's it. We should be able to do that, no problem. We'll be working on the next one here shortly. I'm saving up the requisition points. Saving them up. I think I'm going to go for the Orbital Scan next. So we can start using that. If we can actually find out where the Necron base is here. We're going to have to take out that. I'm actually happy it's the Necrons and not the Orcs. The reason for that is because if it is Necrons in the center here, then it'll be me and the Astra Militarum versus one of the Necrons. Was the Orcs and the other Astra Militarum will probably be fighting it out up here. So let them fight it out. We can gang up and destroy one Necron. Then we can just wipe the Orcs or the Necrons out. Whichever one we go to first. It'll be a lot better that way. Yep, here we go. Here's some of them. Ooh, they captured one. Which one is it? +3 loyalty. Okay, it's not as... It's not like super deadly for us. Compared to what it could have been. Alright, we'll go ahead and start making some Space Marines because we can. We're acquiring a tile and getting another refactory. And then we're going to have to get some more energy. Right after that, but this will work. And we'll go ahead and choose our research next. I'm thinking we'll go for the... We better get the armory now. A little late in the game. Well, not really. We don't really need vehicles just yet, but they're starting to get some. They got tomb blades out at least, so we'll want to get some as well. These guys got heavy weapon squads already though, so that'll be good. They're already heading towards the center. So we may be alright after all. Alright, so we'll go ahead and leave it off here for this episode. I want to thank you all for joining me. I do hope that you've enjoyed it. Look forward to seeing you next time.